the sharing of 500 billion naira is another scam on the part of the fund.
How? What do you mean by
it's a scam?
Okay,
We know what happens in Nigeria when they decide to say that they are sharing money. Look at what happened during the COVID.
This is the Stereosis.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our today's podcast. There is an issue on ground about 500 billion naira palliative because of the removal of fuel subsidy. And according to the president, there's a request already in National Assembly. According to the president, the money will be shared to 12 million Nigerians, and at the rate of 8,000 naira per month for 6 months. So there have been a lot of debates. Some people are thanking him for looking at the poor people. Some people are saying no, the money should have been spent. I read what the Labour Congress chair lady said in Lagos, that it is like a drop in the ocean, that the money is so small. What can 8,000 naira buy in this hyperinflation in Nigeria? So what do you think about this? I think the 500 billion should have been used for something else. Well, let me hear what you have to say about it.
I will tell you, the sharing of 500 billion naira is another scam on the part of the fund.
How? What do you mean by
it's a scam?
Okay,
we know what happens in Nigeria when they decide to say that they are sharing money. Look at what happened during the COVID. A lot of people heard those things that are meant for the populace. Now, who regulates it? Now, how would you listen? You are stopping a scam to institute another scam.
This will be a temporal scam. It will not be
scam is scam. Ori, bori.
Okay, do you mean that there is no? Okay, I just imagine now a database for the.
There is. Oh, yes, that is it.
How are they going to share the money?
They will take, if you like, they can go to Chad and bring 1 million names, and then you see the whole money is entering into somebody else's account. Oga, Nigeria, see, we are not yet ripe. This is a money that you should put. Look at ASU, is busy crying wolf. You need to pump in money into the academic sector, for instance.
But how would that affect the effects of how would that time already suffering of people because of the fuel subsidy removal?
Now
you see the price of goods in the market are going up. Transportation, we are spending times 2 of what used to spend on transport.
I tell you one thing, and that thing is this.
What is it? Will ASU solve the problem?
It is no matter of ASU solving the problem.
So why
that money can be used for either education, infrastructure, or health.
I didn't know that money for health and infrastructure. He's trying to solve an immediate problem now. Hey, guy, calm down. He's trying to solve an immediate problem. Now, where we used to transport for like 200 naira is now 400 or 200 naira. Things have doubled because the price of fuel like almost tripled from 185 to like 550 naira. Now, Mr. President is trying to say, okay, I know things are very hard. Take this money and support what you used to give before. We don't need that. Where should the money have gone to?
Who needs it? Oga, we know this country and the way it operates.
Okay, you will support the money. Will you support the money going into? I say, okay.
Chukuma, let me just be very sincere with you.
Okay.
Let's not be sentimental about this thing.
Okay.
The fuel subsidy was removed because it was favoring some group of elites, who they might not have liked.
Okay.
And now they are bringing out another scheme. It's a kind of a scheme. You might call it Ponzi, call it anything, but it is scheme, criminal scheme. To the same money that they have recovered from the subsidy removal, they've actually mapped out a deliberate scheme to loot the money, and that is what they are trying to do. Okay. You get the point. Yes, okay, why not take that money too? You know there is a high level of unemployment.
Yes.
Why not take that same money and then use it to support through the CBN, use it to support some small scale industry?
But they have money already for that.
You can give more.
It's not enough. That's
you can give more, or even agriculture.
Well, what I think they should do is, for me, I'm not into, but I see a lot of people moving towards their direction. There are a lot of argument. People are advancing argument towards using the money for skill acquisition center.
Yes.
But I think, how about alternative energy?
Renewable energy.
Okay. Let's go to CNG, compressed natural gas. Very cheap. 1 liter of CNG is around 100 naira to 110 naira.
But I think the basic problem is that if you go into CNG as you're talking about, the cost of acquiring the
conversion kit,
the kits are very high.
But why can't
almost 500 and something thousand?
Why can't the government do something about subsidizing that one? Okay, during Buhari's
if you
time,
want to still subsidize it, they will still scam you.
No, but government can do something about it. Okay, in Egypt, I think there are about 20% vehicles.
Basically,
in Pakistan
you see importation of this CNG you're talking about.
Yes.
The government should not even put hand inside.
Okay, but they can remove.
The only thing they can do is to remove the import duties on the kit.
Yes.
Like if you are getting a container load of that kit,
yes,
you pay minimal or nothing
for now.
Yes, and then encourage people, not pay them to bring in CNG, encourage them to bring CNG into Nigeria if our refineries cannot get them. You understand?
Yeah.
Now you also reduce the import, because a lot of some of these inflations are like vehicle inflation. Now the prices are high because of the import duties.
No, but they can.
And you also know that Innocent Moto, he has vehicles that are running
they can
on
support
CNG.
him. Yes, they can support him with those kind of money.
You can
convert so amount of car.
Yes, you can actually use Innocent Motors.
Which other assembly plants?
That is
yes,
local content.
To assemble to do the conversions.
Yes.
Yes. If Innocent is giving money now to do 20,000 or 10,000,
you don't.
Or state government or. No, because you see the conversion kit and the availability of filling stations where they dispense CNG is just the problem they have. In Egypt, I think there are around 25 million vehicles in Nigeria. I think Lagos has 4 million or there about 25 million vehicles in Nigeria.
Okay.
In Egypt, the stuff, I think they have close to 10%. I think Pakistan is the highest with over 20%.
That uses CNG.
CNG converted to CNG.
And it's
aggressively, even in Brazil.
And it's more purer energy
and all the yes, even better than LPG. That is the one we use to cook.
Yes.
CNG is actually lighter than air. Even when there's an explosion, CNG will just evaporate because it's lighter than air. But for LPG, when there's explosion, it can catch fire.
Yeah, of course.
Everything can happen.
A lot of casualties are bound.
That one, and even I think the gas cylinder they use in that one also. I
think it's very thick.
Very thick.
I've seen it. Most times, if you look at those big trailers yes. You see those cylinders on top of them and all the rest.
And I heard that I think the first tier one even adds a lot of weight to the car. It's very heavy. So a lot of safety concern. I listened to an expert and he said it's safer than fuel. CNG safer than PMS. He said number one is even the location of the tank is inside the boot.
Yes.
Statistically, most of the accidents that happen with the vehicle are mostly from the front, head-on collision, all those ones.
Yes.
There are very few accidents from the back, and the impacts at the back are not as one in front. So even having an explosion at the back, out of 100, just very few of them. That's set. But I don't know what is going on. During Buhari's, there was something gas expansion program they had.
Okay.
They said they allocated 200 and something billion to convert around 1 million vehicles
to CNG.
I'm telling my brother.
The problem of that is why when you're talking about government, that is why when you're talking about government using the money from the 500 billion and putting in converting, I'm telling you, you are just giving them an opportunity to scam us. It is better you take this money. The incentive you can give entrepreneurs is to actually reduce the import duties
so that
on CNG
kits
and on the
kits. Okay,
you get the point.
Yeah.
Now if you reduce the import duty or even scrape it at all
for now, for the first 1 year, free duty for the first 1 year. Yes.
Now, but you see that 500 billion, don't give us 8,000. I even heard it's not
invest
individual. Invest it into research. Invest it into research.
You believe in research here?
Listen, there are a lot of serious researchers in Nigeria. Now, the problem is the paucity of financing. There is no finance. And then even sometimes when you give some lecturers or some researchers Nigeria moto,
Yeah.
Like one Nigerian lecturer did in the US. Yeah, that was actually bad. A year ago research.
$200,000.
You go see here mega arrive. You know, it's a problem. It's a problem, but the major thing is I'm a rap mbabu along. I'm a mbabu along. Do you understand? Now that 500 billion, invest it into human capital development. Something we can see. You give people the 8,000, they'll eat it. Now has it reduced the cost of fuel?
No.
Now has it reduced the cost of bringing tomato from Jos to the east?
No.
Or from Jos to Abuja or anywhere? It doesn't. It's a useless. It's a very big.
Sharing that money, I think
it's a very useless policy.
They want to loot the money.
It is.
Share money.
This is a time of settlement of political players, so they are looking for ways to sap funds from the coffer, steal our commonwealth, and give it to their friends. Maybe people that must have supported them during the election.
The issue of sharing money.
You should not come.
Even the issue during the time of, is it trader money or something that you want to see Banjo was doing? Yeah. I've never seen any person that got that money from my area.
Even those who got it, what will 10,000 naira do for you as a business?
Do you know any person that got money from traders money?
Even those I know, they are not even better for it. I go on 10,000.
10,000 every month?
No, which every month. They gave them once at Mayo Market. My uncle's wife got at Mayo Market. Do you understand? Once. It's not like they will be giving you 10,000 every month. So once. And now what is the impact of the 10,000?
The other social investment scheme that Buhari introduced?
To one that was created by Goodluck Jonathan.
Shopee.
Shopee. Yeah. You know, but they empower too. You see, in this country, most times we just create useless policies. You rarely, now it was very useless. You rarely see some of them were used as extension workers in the farm, and then you see most of them, nobody goes there. You see some of them were posted in school that they've never gone to teach.
Just cashing out.
They were, just milking the whole system for nothing. Now these are monies, like the other time we were talking about scrapping NYSC and turning it into a skill acquisition program. This is the kind of thing this kind of money can be used to do. Divide this money, share it across zones, build small or even plow this money into these scientific development centers.
Do you know you could go around the whole $774 government?
Yeah, it can. But the impact would be very minimal. No, but the basic thing that should be done is maybe share it across zone. Maybe that is 500 billion. If you give 500 billion,
each government to give 500 million.
To establish maybe a skill acquisition center.
500 million will go a long way.
It will. Now I get your point. It will.
So because if you say region, imagine one in the whole of Southeast, the impact will not be that much.